and welcome to today's webinar, Data Science and its Opportunities. We hope all of you are well and are enjoying the analytics course. My name is Akshay Nayak, and I am one of the co-founder of Big Data and Analytics Club, NIT Varan. Along with my other mates, Agra Jigyasu and Harshit Balago, I will be your moderator. I'm really excited to be hosting this session today. I'm pleased to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Pravin Vijay Maharajan. He's one of the leading data scientists and is currently working as a customer and analytics solution expert at Siemens Mobility in Germany. He's an honorable TEDx speaker and have completed from Technical University of Germany. He has a lot of hands-on industry experience in the field of data science. It's an honor for us to have such an eminent personality. He has presented hundreds of webinars, and today he is going to share how we can upskill during COVID-19, and we'll talk about where the fields of data science are headed and what changes the industry is expected to go through its coming days. Before I hand mic over to Mr. Pravin, I have a few housekeeping items to cover about this presentation. First, this webinar will be available on demand after the live session on Big Data and Analytics Club YouTube channel. Next, we would love to hear from you during today's presentation. If you guys have any questions for our speaker, please free to send it to the comment box at the bottom of your video. We will be answering questions at the end of the session. If you don't get to your question during today's webinar, we'll be sure to follow up afterwards. So, without taking much of your time and without any further ado, I would like to take things off by welcoming our honorable speaker, Mr. Pravin Vijay Maharajan. Sir, over to you.
Akshay, thanks a lot. So before we start, I would like to thank the team at NIT Varangal. So it's been a pleasure hosting this webinar on this topic. As Akshay said, So as Akshay said, I'll be covering topics regarding data science, its opportunities, and just a second, I have a new echo. Is it better now? Do you still hear the echo? Or?
Yes, sir, it's good.
So there's a lot of echo. Please, 1 second. Let's just figure out what's wrong. Yeah, I think the echo's gone and it's back.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
So can you just try muting yourself for a second? Let's just check which direction's coming from.
There's a lot of echo. Please, 1 second. Let's just figure out what's wrong. Yeah, I think the echo's
I
gone.
guess you guys have to mute yourself.
So can you just try muting yourself for a second?
From my side, it should be perfect. Yes, we are good to go, right?
Yep, we're good to go.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah, as Akshay said, here in this webinar, we'll discuss about data science and its opportunities and how we can also upskill during this COVID-19. So, thanks again for joining. I hope you guys are watching it from YouTube. You can always post your questions down below in the chat window so that I'll be able to answer it in some time. So before jumping in, I would like to introduce myself. I am Vijay Pravin Maharajan, and I currently work as a data analytics expert with Siemens Germany. So I'm more into business domain, doing a lot of data visualization and preparing a lot of dashboards for Siemens applications. I hope some of you are aware of Siemens. I mean, Siemens is literally everywhere. They build Siemens washing machines, refrigerators, Siemens Energy is there. Siemens healthineers are there. So there are a lot of stuffs which is going around in Siemens, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So as I written in the poster, I'm also a TEDx speaker, also being the first Indian to be invited for a TEDx talk in Germany, and I'm also recently awarded as one of the top data scientists in India, which is 40 under 40 data scientist. And I'm also nominated as 20 plus inspiring data scientist by AI Time Journal from the United States. And yeah, that's in short about me. So well, I just wanted to make it a bit interactive in the sense I would like to see if people are following me on YouTube. So if you guys are listening to me, and if you have any questions, or if you can say a hi in the chat window, you can drop a hi in the chat window on the YouTube, so that I'll be able to follow whether you guys are there in the call, in the webinar. So yes, there are currently 13 people listening to it. So yeah, hi Jeevan, hi. Oh yes, hi Jayanta Kumar, hi Harshit. Good evening, hi. Yes. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's what I wanted to have at the beginning. And yeah, as you can see in the slide, you can always check out my website down below on the right hand side, and you can also follow me on platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, so that you can do it. So let's jump into some basics of data science. I mean, like, since you had this 6-week program, as Akshay said at the beginning, I hope some of you are already have some flavor into data science. So what is data science, and what is it about? Everybody is literally talking about it, right? So people out there, people in any industry, be it pharmaceutical, be it technological, be it any industry, people are really talking about data science, and a lot of people are working into it. So let's just see the buzzwords at the beginning, what it is, and what all the tools that either programmers or non-programmers can make use of. And I'll also tell something about data storytelling at the end, and then we close off with the Q&A session. So I'll again ask a question here. So what are the buzzwords do you hear about data science? So you're someone new to data science. Let's say if you Google data science, what are the keywords do you see on Google? Let me quickly go back to the YouTube session and see what you people are up to. See. Yeah, I'll increase the volume, Jeevan. Yeah. So what are the keywords? Yeah, perfect. Vipasha has an answer. It's machine learning. Yeah, that's one of the keywords that you always get when you look about data science. And what are the other keywords? What else? Machine learning, artificial intelligence, and what are the tools? Maybe some guys can already type in some tools. Yes. So let's go into the buzzwords. So this is what I meant. I mean, like, if you are someone new to data science, this is what you will see in the data science keywords. I mean, like, if you are into Google and if you search for something, then you will get something like Jupyter Notebooks, Python, R, NumPy, and so on. So there are a lot to learn. So don't worry. It's all about taking one step at a time. So You don't have to worry now regarding so many technical jargons. So yes, as I said, I'll suggest you the tools which are there for the programmers. I mean, guys who can program fluently. You can always look up to Python or it's up to you. If you want to be an academician, if you want to move into PhDs, if you want to take up any professorship, then it's better for you to learn R coding. Otherwise, I would suggest you to stick to Python. Since I come from industry, I would suggest you guys to take up Python, and it has a bigger community, and you will have a lot of suggestions, inputs, and answers from the community, Python community. I mean, and then for sure you need to have the SQL knowledge in order to grab the data from the databases. And of course, at the end of the day, you also need to have some basics of Tableau. So Tableau is also a really good data visualization tool that I'm aware of. So again, I'd like to make a pass here just to see if you guys know any other tools for programmers. You can always drop a text on the window below. So I'll get back to the video. Yes, Ayan Ali has suggested data visualization. Yes, that's true. Akshay has said statistics, deep learning from Ulka Khan, TensorFlow. What about Power BI? Yes, that's true. So Power BI is an alternative to Tableau, I would say. So if you use Tableau, it's well and good, but Power BI is something close to it. And yes, Excel. That's excellent, Jayanta. I mean, people are forgetting about Excel, but we can do wonders with MS Excel. That is true. And yeah, also comparable to Power BI, you can also use Spotfire, which is also a tool that is comparable to Tableau, and also ClickSense is also good. Okay, so I'm a beginner. I'm not into coding. I'm from biotechnology. I'm from chemical engineering. I'm from an unorthodox engineering background, which I took it by chance. So what should I do to get into data science? So you still have options. I mean, you have RapidMiner, you have Data Robot, you have Nime, and you also have IBM Watson Studio. So there are options for you to jump into data science with other softwares that doesn't exactly require the programming knowledge that is needed for other ones. But still, if you are not into programming and if you want to get into data science, then these are the tools that I would suggest. I have personally used Nime, and I feel it's easy to use. It's like a drag and drop, which you can apply a bit of coding once in a while, but most of the things are done by drag and drop. It's a software developed by Germans, and yes, I have used it. So you can also use it in parallel. So yes, let me check out some keywords from the YouTube. Yes, Ulka Khan he said recommendation engines. That's absolute. And just at this juncture, I would like to know: is there any real world examples that you know out of data science? So again, just type in with the chat window real world examples that you use every day. So whatever applications that you use in a day-to-day life which has some data science in it, you just feel free to type it in. Just like recommendation engines. Do you have any suggestions about that? Yes, Ayan Ali in sales and marketing, yes. But what I mean is real world examples. like what you use in your day-to-day life. Yes, Akshay, you're right. Internet search. Yes, Google is doing a lot of data science and data analytics behind the search that you make on Google. Advertising, yes, Santosh, that is true. And I would also say it's also starts from your mobile applications like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Instagram, and so on. So the friend suggestion list that shows up on Facebook is actually a part of a data science product. And YouTube recommendations. I mean, Ulka, she already spoke about recommendation engines in the chat box. Yes, YouTube suggestions is also one fine example. So if you listen to an A.R. Rahman song, then what it does, the algorithm just just gives out, just throws out another song from A.R. Rahman, and that's why we have the recommendation engines on not only YouTube, but we have it on Amazon as well. If you buy a product, if you buy something from let's say Amazon, throws out another product from Amazon which is relevant to that product. So yes, so those are the examples. Do we have any other examples on the chat box below? Yes, image recognition. Is the industries are using it, and is the mobile apps are also using it. iPhone, face recognition, face ID. Yes, those are the examples. Okay, so what are the then what are the libraries that I come across in Python? I mean, since I said data science can be dealt with either Python or I would stick to Python since I'm from industry, and I would say you can look up to this libraries anytime, and everything has its own feature. So I would suggest you to make a screenshot of it, or you can always come back to the video and watch it later on. So I would suggest you to go deeper into it. I mean, since this is an overview session, I would suggest you to know these libraries upfront. So, for instance, with Matplotlib, there are a lot of data visualizations you can make. Seaborn is again a visualization stuff, and yeah, you can do a lot of mathematical, statistical, and engineering stuffs using these libraries. So do you guys have any questions? In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can always drop it on the chat box below. Yes, Ion, credit card fraud detection. Yes, that is true. So people are using it in all the sectors. I mean, not just banking sector, not just pharmaceutical, health sector. So there are a lot of interesting applications which is also relevant to COVID-19. So people from, I just read an article regarding scientists working in Columbia University. So they were trying to prevent the drug delivery issues. I mean, like people are now trying to find out a drug for coronavirus, and there are guys who are doing for predicting the drug delivery, predicting the drug innovation, so that the number of failures would reduce drastically. So in a way, it is good that we have life-saving applications as well. And the other one is contact tracing application from Google is also quite similar to it. So yes. So as I said, if you want to be a data scientist and if you want to enrich your skills, I would suggest you to go with these three main skills. So for instance, data science, when it comes to data science, I would suggest you to improve your statistics knowledge, work on your coding and Python programming skills, and then try to read through some of the articles and books to ramp up your algorithms and models knowledge. And then you need to think about a proper visualization. So that is the second thing. So when it comes to visualization, as I said, Tableau, Spotfire, Power BI, or a few examples that we already had a chat about. And then the third thing is you need to have a narration skill. So you need to be in a position to convince data with stories. So data storytelling is also one of the important features that most other peoples miss out when they talk about data science and other stuffs. So I would suggest you guys to also look into it seriously, so that you can be timely enough to be industry ready. So yes, there is a question from Shashpat. For data visualization, which library is used? Depends. I mean, what kind of visualizations do you need? I mean, Matplotlib, you can for sure do some plots and see one as well. I mean, you need to have a deeper look into it. So what do you need? You either need a simple bar chart or a table or something like that. Then it's up to uh, the application that you want to build. Yes. Of course, Ulka, there are numerous libraries apart from the one in screen. But I would suggest you to pick up these libraries first, dig deeper into it, just see what comes to you naturally and what not. And apart from these, as you said, there are a lot of libraries like PyTorch, and there are quite a few as well. So it's about enriching or upskilling your data skill sets. So right now we are into this COVID situation, and everybody is uncertain about what is next. So I would suggest you guys to pick up some online courses. You can always look up to Linda. Linda is from LinkedIn. They might ask you for your credit card details, but at the end, I trust LinkedIn, and I trust them mainly because they are bought recently by Microsoft. So you can take up the first free 1 month subscription from Linda, and if you wish, if you feel that it is really good, then you can extend the subscription after a while. There is one thing, and there is Udemy, which is well known, and there is Coursera, there is EDX. So these are the platforms where you can do some courses online, make use of this COVID situation. So courses in the sense, you can take up courses on data science, for instance. You can take up courses on statistics. You can take up courses on machine learning and artificial intelligence. I would suggest you to take up multiple courses from various platforms. Just see what suits you. So don't just go through the entire course. Just go through the first 5 to 10 minutes of each course and see what you can do. So for some people, AI can be too much. For some people, machine learning could be tricky. So I would suggest you to take one step at a time, take one course from a website, and also parallelly log into EDX or Coursera, take up a course there. Just go through the first 10 to 15 minutes. Just see if you can do that. Otherwise, step back and analyze yourself. What is your strength? What are the things that you can do? And in what areas you need to upskill yourself. So these are the suggestions that I would give for this particular moment. And also you can listen to a lot of webinars like these, and you can listen to podcasts. For instance, you can for sure read data science books, and get yourself industry ready during this COVID. And what else? First of all, stay healthy. That is more important during this situation. So only if you are healthy enough, we can talk about upskilling. So that is always there. I'll just quickly go back to the YouTube comments and see if there are any new comments. Yes. Mhm. So if you guys have any questions, you can always post it there. And yeah, talking about narration, I have an example here just to showcase you. So this is a wrap-up chart from Spotify. So I hope you guys know Spotify already, but for those who are new to Spotify, it's a music streaming app. So what they do is they give this wrap-up at the end of every year. So they tell what are the top artists you listen to, what are the top songs you listen to, how many minutes that you listen to. So in a way, they get yourself involved into the Spotify app. So let's say if you haven't listened to Spotify for a while, and just by looking at this wrap-up chart, you will be intrigued. You will be into it. You will be logging into the app again and listen to the song again. So this is how they'll tell a story. They'll build a story out of what you do with this app. And there are many such examples. I mean, a lot of companies have this wrap up at the end of every year. There is an example from Uber or Ola. There are examples from Google, for instance. They'll list out the top charts of searches and domains from their categories. It is there. So in a way, it's a way to get people involved back into the application that they have developed. So this is where I want you to also enrich your visualization skills and also the narration skills, so that you can make a convincing data product. So building data product isn't an issue for most of the people, but building it and selling it is where most of the people lag. So you also need to consider that you need to sell this product to people that are interested in this product. So yes, that is. Yes, Bharat, Matplotlib will help a lot. That is true. I mean, Seaborn isn't mean either, but Matplotlib is awesome. And what else? What else we can talk about? So, do you guys have any other questions? Do you guys have any other questions? Yeah. Harshit, how does one begin deep learning? I mean, it's. I would suggest you to take one step at a time. So as I said, first and foremost, even as a data scientist, you need to have the domain knowledge. So for instance, I work with mobility. So I do a lot of data products and data stuffs for train delay predictions, and also improve your domain skills, improve your statistics knowledge, and learn about algorithms and models that you can build. And what else? So just take one step at a time, and don't directly jump into artificial intelligence, machine learning, or deep learning. That is not a good way to go. But yeah, if you want to be into deep learning, then there are a lot of materials and contents already prepared by people like Andrew Ng from Google. He has a great platform called deeplearning.ai, if I am correct. And there's a question from Ulka. As a fresher, would you suggest focusing on taking part in competition and practicing? Yes, you can do that, but currently, considering the situation, everybody is really uncertain about when this COVID will be over and we'll get back to the business. But you can attend e-competitions, anything that is online. and you can also work on Kaggle problems. So solving Kaggle problems will teach you a lot, mainly because it's an industrial problem. You get to know a lot of industrial data sets there. That is one way. And you can also check out, I'm dropping these texts on YouTube. You can also check out data nuggets. You can check out data camp. So these are the stuff that I would suggest you guys to look into. And what else? As I said, certifications is one thing, and internships is another thing. You can also apply for internships, Ulka. So look for internships, even if it is unpaid. That is perfectly fine. You can take up an internship, perform well there, and then from there on, you can increase your credibility as well to the outside world, stating that you have an internship experience with a data science firm. And then it also helps you build a better profile. So what else? So yeah, I mean, like that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you people. And yes, we can have a couple more sessions probably later on where we dig deeper into it. So is that fine from your end, guys? So you can shoot out the questions. You can shoot out the questions now. Just to, if you have any questions in your mind. I mean, I know that the webinar today is a bit short. That's because I have another appointment at shortly after this call. And anything else from your end?
I think that will be it for right now, sir. Thank you so much for sparing your time and for this wonderful discussion. I'm sure all of us have a lot of takeaways.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And if sure, sir, please go on.
Yes, so do loop me in. I mean, if you need any sessions on deeper insights into any particular topic.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll always take it from there.
Perfect. So all of you guys can also connect with Vijay sir on LinkedIn as well. Sir is very active on LinkedIn. You can see all the places he speaks at, all the work he's done. So I think it'll be a great opportunity for people to also understand what people are doing out there. LinkedIn is a great platform, and Sir is really active. So I think if you guys can connect with Sir or follow him on LinkedIn, it will be a great thing for you guys. Thank you so much, Sir, for your time, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye-bye.